Are you thinking about moving to Brooklyn, but you're unsure if it's the right decision? You've come to the right video. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Erin Stabb, your New York City real estate expert, and my goal is to help you achieve your real estate dreams. New York City is one of the most diverse and exciting cities in the world, with 5 distinct boroughs: Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and Staten Island. Each one offers its unique advantages and disadvantages. Home to almost 2.7 million people, Brooklyn is filled with streets lined with brownstones and bustling energy. In this video, I'll discuss some pros and cons of living in Brooklyn. Watch this video until the end, as I'll be talking about a bonus tip that will help you make your decision about moving to Brooklyn. So without any further ado, let's get started. Let's start out talking about the pros, starting with number 6, lower cost of living. Rents and general living expenses are lower in Brooklyn compared to Manhattan. New Yorkers who want a quasi-Manhattan style of living for less money often gravitate towards Brooklyn neighborhoods such as Crown Heights, Park Slope, or Bedford-Stuyvesant, more commonly known as Bed-Stuy. In other neighborhoods like Williamsburg and downtown Brooklyn, you often get more space, newer apartments, and more amenities. However, be warned that rents and home prices in some of the most central Brooklyn neighborhoods like Brooklyn Heights are often priced comparably to Manhattan. Up next is number 5. Let's talk about the relaxed lifestyle. Brooklyn offers a calmer and more manageable lifestyle compared to Manhattan. It's less densely populated, there are considerably more trees and green spaces, and Brooklyn also has some of the most beautiful architecture in the form of historic buildings and seemingly endless number of townhouses. Because of all this, I find most neighborhoods in Brooklyn to be calm and peaceful. Coming in at number 4, let's talk about neighborhoods. I've been living in Brooklyn for almost 10 years, and one thing that I love about it is even though it has a laid-back vibe, there's still something for everybody. For example, Williamsburg and Greenpoint are great places to go out if you want a night out on the town, or to see some live music, and to live in a nice area and do fun things with a cool vibe. Bed-Stuy and Bushwick are both great places to go if you want something a little more low-key and less expensive, with dive bars and mom-and-pop restaurants. Each neighborhood in Brooklyn has something special and unique to offer. I live in a neighborhood called Windsor Terrace, just south of Park Slope, and set between 2 beautiful green spaces, Prospect Park and Greenwood Cemetery. The streets are lined with turn-of-the-century townhouses, and the sense of community is unwavering. I'll be discussing some of the best Brooklyn neighborhoods in an upcoming video. Next up is number 3. Let's talk about those green spaces. Green spaces are said to have therapeutic properties, and Brooklyn has no shortage. There are countless ways to enjoy the outdoors as a resident of Brooklyn. You can hike, bike, or even catch a live band in Prospect Park. Walk the boardwalk on Coney Island Beach. Play sports at McCarran Park in Williamsburg. Visit the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. Walk the Brooklyn Bridge Park along the East River. Explore the sloping hills and majestic trees throughout Fort Greene Park. You really do have everything, from quiet relaxation to outdoor events and concerts. Last summer, my family and I watched the New York Philharmonic Orchestra play in Prospect Park, while families and friends set up their picnic baskets and the kids played in the fields. It was really special and just one reason why I love living in Brooklyn. Moving on to number 2, let's talk about the food scene. Brooklyn is known for its pizza, bagels, cheesecake, Coney Island hot dog, and one of the top-rated steakhouses in the US. Combining food and family-owned restaurants that have been serving the public for generations, as well as with new and upcoming chefs and restaurants, Brooklyn is a foodie's heaven. Smorgasburg, the largest weekly open-air food market in America, is located in Williamsburg and Prospect Park, attracting thousands of people each weekend to eat from hundreds of local vendors representing food and drink from across the globe. It's open the first weekend of April through the last weekend of October. Last but not least, at number 1, we must discuss the art and culture. Brooklyn's performance spaces show off a wide range of cultural styles. Dozens of live music performances take place every night in Brooklyn, from neighborhood bars to large-scale venues like the Barclays Center. The Brooklyn Academy of Music has been around since 1861, with an array of various shows. In Bed-Stuy, the Billie Holiday Theater honors African American creativity. The King's Theater, which used to be a movie hall that was beautifully renovated, hosts comedy and music shows. You can take advantage of New York City's second largest museum, the Brooklyn Museum, and check out one of the latest exhibitions or explore your artistic side. Enjoy one of the many festivals like the Cherry Blossom Festival and Afropunk. Other art and cultural events include the Brooklyn Book Festival, the Brooklyn Folk Festival, Dumbo Arts Festival, Brooklyn Film Festival, which is an annual film festival showcasing independent and international films, the Brooklyn Bridge Park Movies with a View, which is a summer series of outdoor film screenings in Brooklyn Bridge Park, and Brooklyn Pride Festival, a celebration of the LGBTQ+ community with parades, parties, and performances. We've discussed some great pros to living in Brooklyn. Now let's talk about a few cons. Starting with number 3, let's talk about local transportation. The New York City subway system is mostly geared towards taking commuters to and from Manhattan, as opposed to traveling within Brooklyn. It can be quite inefficient and time-consuming to go from one side of Brooklyn to another, or from Brooklyn to parts of Queens using the subway. The difficulty is compounded on weekends when there are frequent closures due to track maintenance. The buses are an alternative to the subway, and while there are some convenient routes to take you to various neighborhoods throughout Brooklyn, they don't run nearly as frequently as the trains do. So give yourself plenty of travel time, or be prepared to take a taxi, Uber, or city bike for travel within Brooklyn. Moving on to number 2, let's talk about the high cost of living. Even though the cost of living throughout Brooklyn is less than Manhattan, as I previously discussed, because Brooklyn is becoming more and more popular, rents are rising, and as a result, many residents have opted to move out of some of the more central and developed neighborhoods and move further south and east. With more and more new developments being built amongst older walk-up buildings, the median rents throughout Brooklyn keep rising. Many neighborhoods in the borough saw a 10 to 20% increase in rental prices from 2022 to 2023. Rents in Brooklyn neighborhoods closest to Manhattan are very high. In fact, rents in prime Brooklyn neighborhoods such as Williamsburg often match or exceed Manhattan pricing. So Brooklyn isn't always as cheap as you'd expect. Now, that being said, you'll almost always get more for your money in Brooklyn: a larger apartment, an extra bathroom, etc. Last but not least, at number 1, let's talk about the traffic. Brooklyn has notoriously bad traffic, even by New York City norms. It's not surprising that people in Brooklyn spend hours stuck in traffic, since the city is ranked as the 3rd largest city in America, larger than Boston, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., and Minneapolis combined. Even though the borough doesn't have as many jobs as Manhattan, the daily travels to the city center make traffic worse. Traffic is worse at famous choke points like the Brooklyn Bridge and the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. A current proposal is under review by the Federal Department of Transportation to rebuild and expand part of the BQE to help with some of the traffic problems. So what's the best way to get around Brooklyn streets? You need to plan ahead. Do things during off-peak hours if you can, or use public transportation or city bike to get around. And check real-time traffic reports, and always check for alternative routes and side streets if you must drive. At the start of the video, I mentioned a bonus tip. So what's something else that makes Brooklyn so special? The views. Brooklyn has the best views of the Manhattan skyline compared to anywhere else in the city. Just spend some time in Bush Terminal Park and Sunset Park, Brooklyn Bridge Park, or East River Park, and see if you don't agree. If you like this video and would like to see more videos, please click on the link and subscribe boxes on the screen. Once again, my name is Erin Stabb. I'm a real estate agent from Manhattan and Brooklyn. And if you'd like to work with me, my contact information is in the description box below. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video. And remember that my goal is to help you achieve your real estate dreams.